Why, hello, and welcome to the first edition of Random Kitchen Delights. Today what we have planned is 3-cheese Betty Crocker potato mix type deal. To add to that we have spaghetti noodles, brown sugar, celery, and 2 other kinds of cheeses. So essentially we're going to make a 5-cheese potato. Real quick, I've got 2 pots of water going here. We're going to add the potatoes. One thing I'm not entirely sure about is the fact that you're supposed to bake this in the oven. We're actually just going to do it on the stove top. So let's see what happens, right? Alright. We add the potatoes. Now they look like potato chips in case any of you viewers out there are wondering what it's like. It's very important to use a wooden spoon for this nest stop. Okay, so we're going to let those go for a little while. We've also got the powdered mix for the potatoes. Let's go ahead and add the milk and the butter and or margarine. Okay, so we've got the milk here. 2% is all we have, however I recommend whole milk. So we get 2/3 out of here. Oh, and that's perfect, ladies and gentlemen, that's perfect. So we're going to add this to the mixture. What this is going to do is it's going to cool down the mixture of water and potatoes, and essentially it's going to prolong the period in which it cooks. Now, what I'm about to show you, make sure that you have permission to use. It's a knife. Okay, so I'm going to need 1 tablespoon. I'll do a little extra, Paula Deen. Oh, so we get a chunk of butter and we'll drop that in the mixture. Okay. Now I pre-salted the water to make sure that it's optimal for boiling. I set the cheese to the side. Now this step's important. We're going to take the spaghetti. We're going to go ahead and add the spaghetti, as much as you care for. Add the spaghetti to this other pot of boiling water. Let that cook down. So then, the current status right now, we've got a small pot of spaghetti just got started. And in the other pan, we've got water, milk, butter, as well as chips. And we're bringing both of these to a boil. It's important to monitor the spaghetti so it doesn't stick to the pan. It can always be a nuisance in any kitchen, really. I'm going to go a little ahead and just be prepared. I'm going to cut the celery. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta be careful, don't want that sucker boiling over. Now the celery is really where this dish gets creative. It's all up to you how much crunch and servings of vegetables you wish to consume. With this exact menu, I think that 1 might be appropriate. Find my knife. Oh. You always gotta have a clean kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're gonna see a fire. That's for sure. Well, you know what they always say. I don't know what they always say. Yeah. Please pull the battery out of the back. Seriously, unhook the battery. Okay. So, we're going to cut the celery up into little pieces. About, yay big, enough to munch on. By the way, I'm going to thank my friend Daniel Stinson for removing the smoke detector.
Activating it.
And deactivating it. That was great. My mother always told me that the kitchen is where you find out what you truly love. So, I definitely have respect for those who spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Alright, so we're almost done this piece of celery. Make sure you cut off the top and the bottom because they're not necessarily the tastiest pieces. Alright, so celery's cut. We're going to tend to the other... Whoa! Ooh. important to submerge a spaghetti completely as soon as you can. We're going to jump over here. Now, what it essentially should look like should be approximately the same coloration as the whites in an egg. So if you've ever made a over easy egg or maybe sunny side up, and that's kind of what it's going to look like. You've got some various shapes that represent the yolk as well as just the color in general with a little bit of yellow. It really, brings out that part. Now, I forgot to inform you that there is a secret to this recipe, but I won't reveal it till later. I won't even get it out till later. So, don't get your hopes up. Okay, after it gets a good cook in, you can then go ahead and add the cheese flavoring. Well, I'm just not quite strong enough anymore. I'm going to find some scissors or just do one of those. Alright. We get the cheese powder in there. Now what we have to remember is this is only 3 cheeses. Not the full cheesiness of this recipe. So we'll stir that in. Make sure that we get all the dry settlings of flavor mixed in and into the active formulation of the dish. That's going well. And keep an eye on the spaghetti. Okay. Now it's at this time that you add the brown sugar. Now brown sugar really just makes anything taste better. So, get a spoon.
We're going to be eating out tonight.
Just get a nice big, chunk right there. And that's really all you need, ladies and gentlemen. Just enough to be tasty, but not a fattening dish. So then we're going to keep mixing it, and we're going to get the celery in. We're going to go ahead and drain the noodles. Use a simple colander strainer of sorts. Turn that off. And then we're going to add the noodles right into the dish. We're going to give it all a good stir. Now for the secret ingredient. An egg. So put it right on top. Close that up. We're going to reduce the heat to 3.5. We're going to grab a cover. Just let her cook. It's important to put a weighted object on top. Make sure it covers well. We'll come back in a few minutes when the dish is nearly done, and we'll show you how to do the finishing touches. Thanks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've returned to the mystery kitchen, and everything's looking good. Now, just stirring occasionally. I let this cook for about another 5 minutes. It's just about done. The last thing I'm going to do, now like I said, it's going to be a 5-cheese delicacy. So it's already got 3, so we're going to add a little bit the other 2. And this is really any 2 cheeses you like. We're going with a sharp cheddar cheese and a Colby Jack cheese. Spread those on top. And it's as simple as mixing them in. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Just reduce the heat, let it sit for maybe a minute or so, and dish it up. I would assume you'd use a bowl, but a plate could work too. It's really all up to you. So accent a garlic bread very nicely, or maybe some butter and bread. So, ladies and gentlemen, signing out from the first first edition of Mystery Kitchen. This is Chef Schmidt. If you stay tuned in, you'll actually get to see a couple of critiques from some of the audience who are eating this dish. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Why hello, my name's Dan Stinson, and I'm trying Zach's shitty ass food, and I'm eating it all, because it's alright.
Hello, I'm Dan Stinson,
Oh!
and I was gracefully invited to Zach Schmidt's house for this fine cuisine.
Hello, I'm Dan Stinson.
5-star, top of the line, noodles, fresh celery. Superb.
That's for sure. 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 That's for sure.